So there's not really any pretty places to film in my house right now. This is the best that I could do, and I had to stand up for it because I don't own any chairs, and the table that I usually use as a chair has my guinea pig on it right now. So I'm standing. But I wanted to make a video about my second week post-op appointment at Vanderbilt's Plastic Surgery Center in Brentwood, because I had that done yesterday. Amazing. I'm healing perfectly. Of course, I'm healing a little bit slower than usual because my body just shuts down when it's in pain. Hi, Cal. Of course, Cal wants to come say hi. But yeah, I'm healing perfectly. I'm still swollen a lot, but they're hoping that it will go down, because a lot of the times patients have a lot of swelling that takes months to go down. But yesterday I had the rest of my stitches on my nipple grafts taken off, and it hurt like a bitch. It hurt like a bitch. A bitch. It really hurts. Which really surprised the nurse who took them out, because usually she said that usually patients are still fully numb when they do it. But I could feel every single one of them that she had to pull out. It hurt so bad. But they said it was a good sign of feeling coming back to the area, which I am thankful for. But it hurt really, really bad. I wish I would have recorded it, but I went alone, so I completely forgot because I was so nervous about everything happening. But it genuinely felt like someone was pinching me really, really, really hard, like as hard as they could with their nails. It was terrible. Terrible. But other than that, everything is going great. I go back in 2 weeks to have another checkup, and hopefully then they'll let me take the binder off, and we can talk about scar care and stuff like that. Because by far, the worst part of this entire process is wearing this binder. And I've told anyone who would listen to me so far that I fucking hate this thing. Like, when I am done with this, I'm going to burn this motherfucker. I cannot, for the life of me, stand this thing. Because I used to bind for like 4 or 5 years straight, every single day, for at least 8 hours a day. And I had to stop about a year ago because my back started hurting and I would have chest pains and stuff. So I had to stop for health reasons. And so I haven't worn a binder or any compression gear in like a year. And it is so awful because it reminds me of the feeling of binding. I remember when I got home from the hospital, I told my mom and Katie that it felt like wearing a regular compression binder, and it made me want to like move it, because it was so uncomfortable. It made me want to like move it around, like pull it up and like reach in and like move things around to make it more comfortable, like I had in the past. But of course I couldn't do that because there was nothing there to move. Like, it was just so like, but like the worst part of the binder, of wearing the binder, has been I have to wear it 24 hours a day, excluding the time it takes me to shower and then wash it every couple of days. I have to wear it 24 hours a day. And I think that's the worst part, because when I used to bind, I would get up in the morning, put it on, go to school, or do whatever I was doing for that day, and then I would come home and I would take it off when I went to bed. And so I got that break of being able to like breathe and let my body relax and rest. And now It's just 24/7 all the time. And I know it's for a good reason. But I hate it so much. It's been the worst part of this entire experience. And I cannot wait for it to be over. So hopefully 2 more weeks. Other than that, I think I'm going to do a separate video where I talk about the process as a whole and talk about some of my experience. But I just want to touch on a little bit of the other thing that I'm going through right now is that I am back home, obviously. I was staying with my parents at their place for about 2 weeks. But I decided to come home because I was feeling better enough and I was mobile enough that I could take care of myself. I didn't really need their help with anything, and so I decided to come back home, and that's been really hard on me, because I am home now, and I live 100% alone. I don't really have any friends in the area, so I have been relying on my brother to help me do wound care, which, thank God, he's helping me. But I've been relying on him to help me do wound care, but everything else I've kind of done on my own, but I have run into a lot of stuff that I still need help with, so I have like a whole list of things of like, these are things that I need to get done when I can move again, and then these are things like, ask someone to come over and help you. So that's really hard because I am, like, the whole healing process and like being dependent on other people is really, really hard for me. I prefer to do things alone. That's just how I like to live. And having, especially while staying with Katie's parents, having to ask people to like make me food was awful. Having to ask people to help me get dressed, help me get undressed, help me take care of my wounds and stuff was terrible. It was really hard for me, and so just like being back home and being alone again has proven difficult, but I have listened to my body and I am not doing anything that is going to hurt me. I did go grocery shopping today, which was a feat. I think I had to go up and down the stairs like 10,000 times, and I had to stop at least 3 times for a break because I had been living at Katie's house for like 2 weeks, so I didn't have any food, and I'm going back to work next week, so I need to meal prep and stuff. So I bought a lot of food, and it took me forever to get everything up there, and I was exhausted. And as you're hearing now, just talking, I talk naturally really fast, and I get out of breath. But yeah, I am trying to listen to my body as much as I can and not hurt myself. So I have run into some things that I can't take care of right now, which really sucks, because I'm really impatient. I just want to move again. I hate being so stuck. I had to buy a step stool. I had to buy a step stool so I could put my groceries up in my cabinets because I couldn't reach my cabinets. And when I went grocery shopping alone, which was a mistake. If you're in my situation and you live alone, do not go grocery shopping alone. It's a mistake. The entire experience is a mistake because I had to ask several different strangers, all unmasked, to help me get things off of higher shelves that I couldn't reach. And then I had to lug everything back up the stairs myself, and that was an awful experience. So don't go grocery shopping alone. If you can, for the entire time that you are healing, have someone there with you, even if you think that you aren't going to need them. Have someone there with you, or have someone close enough that you can call them and they can come help you. Because more often than not, you are going to think, oh, I can totally do this. And then you start doing it and you're like, fuck, I can't. And that's okay. Like, that's completely okay. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know how my second appointment went. I think I'm going to work on the rest of this week, work on filming a video talking about my surgery experience as a whole, and the process of getting approved for surgery and going in and prepping for surgery and then going to have it done and then healing and stuff like that. Because I have friends who are starting the process, and I want to share my experience with them in case it helps. And then I think there's another video that I wanted to film, but I can't quite remember right now. I'm sure it'll come back to me. But I'm spending the rest of this week just kind of like chilling and like just letting my body rest and getting settled back into my house. Oh, I want to film a video probably within the next few days of me. Probably within the next few days of my brother doing wound care on me, just so you guys can see what that looks like, because I'm 2 weeks post-op. Yeah, 2 weeks. And it still looks like pretty gruesome. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty bad. And it could be jarring for some people who want to go through the process. So I just want to show you guys kind of what that looks like. So hopefully I can get that filmed this week too. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know how everything went. And I also want to say thank you to everyone who's been helping me. My mom, dad, my sisters, my brother and his boyfriend, my boyfriend, all of my friends, whether you guys live close to me or not, you guys are amazing. So yeah, I just want to thank all of you guys, especially if you watch these videos, because I do know the videos I post on here are super long. So I just want to thank you if you've watched my videos, and if you're in my life and you support me, because it really means the world to me right now, because I'm kind of out here alone. So yeah, thank you.